6:18 on this beautiful Tuesday morning. The sun is rising over the eastern hills. It is a great time to be alive, and it's a great time to check in with our girl, T to the K, looking lovely.
Good morning.
What color is this?
Good morning.
Yendi?
Fuchsia.
It's fuchsia.
Oh, okay.
So Yendi.
Both of them?
I know,
Yes.
it's total coincidence. Total
Both of them are
coincidence.
future?
Yes.
Seems so. Coincidence, by the way. We
Okay.
didn't plan it.
Okay.
But, you know, I kind of got sad. You know, I was watching you guys before, and there was all this Miss Kitty excitement, and I
And you
missed it.
didn't have
But,
any?
you know,
But
I mean, I'm running, you know, so Mrs. Kitty, happy birthday!
no.
And the best I could do.
Ain't no
Best I
shame.
could do, you know? Love it. You know that girl who's late to the party?
Yeah.
But I showed up. I showed up.
Late.
I showed up.
And that's what matters.
Fantastic. It's too funny.
That's what matters.
Happy birthday, Mrs. Kitty.
To the
So let's
headlines
jump
we
into
go.
the headlines.
Let's.
So Dr. Kevin Blake officially installed as Jamaica's 15th Commissioner of Police. A symbolic change of command ceremony happened Monday afternoon at the office of the Commissioner, with outgoing Police Commissioner Major General Anthony Anderson participating in the ceremony alongside National Security Minister Dr. Horace Chang, who delivered the keynote address. Assuming office today, Tuesday, March 19, Dr. Clark steps into the role amidst concerning crime statistics, with the country recently recording its highest number of murders in a single week. According to JCF data, 31 homicides were committed from March 9 to March 16, contributing to 223 murders from January 1 to March 16. To note, though, that's a 12% reduction in murders compared to the same period last year. Dr. Blake brings a wealth of experience to his new role. He has a total of 22 years with the JCF, previously serving as Deputy Commissioner of Police and Assistant Commissioner of Police, and he holds a PhD in Sustainable Development from the University of the West Indies. So, new commissioner in town officially today.
I woke up this morning and I changed his name in my phone from DCP Blake to CP Blake.
Oh,
Yeah.
ceremonious. I like that.
I do. I do that, you know. Like I change, edit people.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
You have to move with the times.
Yeah, definitely.
For sure.
Like on my wedding day, I after we said our vows, I just said, "Hand me my phone, please." I did
Mrs.
Brooks.
Okay.
Like you better recognize it. I'm like, I did that.
So, confession, I
Yeah.
do the same.
Yeah?
But mine is much less politically correct.
Oh, wow.
So when my husband calls me, it literally says, my baby father.
Wow.
But I'm a clown like that.
Wow.
You all know.
Yeah.
I'm a nerd.
All right.
But
yeah,
congratulations.
Big stuff in store.
yeah. I think there will be a balance of continuity and change, because there's so much of the things that people love about the JCF today, he was, you know, behind the scenes doing in his capacity as Deputy Commissioner in charge of Force Development and Logistics. So a lot of the technology changes, a lot of the modernization projects, the ISO 9001 certification, improvement of service delivery, he was the Deputy Commissioner in charge of that. And so he will continue a lot of those things, but I'm certain that he will want to stamp his own authority, and he will do things in his own way.
Yeah.
And he will, so I'm looking out to see what changes are coming, but at the same time, I'm looking out to see a continuation of the things that are good. But it is as we said before, it is a thankless job, and people get tired here very quickly. But you know, I was speaking to him recently, and he said people have a right to. So I mean, you just have to keep them engaged.
What I really liked about, he was giving a speech, of course, at the ceremony, and what I liked about something that he just said, you know, when addressing his fellow officers, he said, just know, I know that you have one of the most difficult jobs on the island, and just know I have your back. I have your back. And I think that's such a great thing to hear.
And the members want to know that the commissioner has their back. You know?
Because
so
that's
it's an important
how
thing to
leaders
say.
ought to lead, right? When leaders are leading, it is, I'm in your corner. We're going to do this together. It's not me looking down on you, but we're on the same level. We are holding hands. We're going at this as a unit. And I think that really makes a big difference for the morale of the force, and which to me, we're really seeing a revamp. And I'm very pleased what we're seeing. So I'm excited for him and what he can bring to the table.
Yeah. So let's see. We'll see. We'll see. All right. So traffic changes announced ahead of ISA Boys and Girls Championship. The public is being informed of significant traffic changes and road closures in preparation for the upcoming Inter-Secondary Schools Association. So it's Boys and Girls Champs time at the National Stadium, and so some measures are aimed at minimizing traffic congestion during the event have been put in place. Effective today, Tuesday, March 19 to Thursday, March 21, traffic personnel will be deployed along Arthur Wynne Drive to ensure the smooth flow of vehicular traffic. On the final 2 days of the championships, Friday, March 22 and Saturday, March 23, Arthur Wynne Drive will operate as a one-way street from North Avenue to Roosevelt Avenue. Road closures and traffic diversions will also come into effect at 2 p.m. Motorists traveling along Arthur Wynne Drive to Mountain View Avenue will be diverted onto Roosevelt Avenue and Stanton Terrace, with police checkpoints to be stationed at the intersection of Mountain View Avenue and Arthur Wynne Drive, allowing only vehicles carrying patrons attending the event to turn onto Arthur Wynne Drive, while Statue Road will serve as the emergency exit and will be kept clear. So the public is encouraged to follow the directions of the police and adhere to traffic regulations during this period.
You know, I'm thinking there are always traffic changes, but one thing that I've noticed a difference from when I was going to school is the absence of all of the messaging about let's have a peaceful champs.
Yeah.
And the peace and love in schools,
Pals, yes.
and the toning down of the violence leading up to champs, because there was a time when champs time and there was a lot of aggression between the schools. No, I'm just saying we've come a far way, you know, and because it was so unnecessary.
Yeah.
So some of the time we've had to dial down on that, you know, that toxic side of our, you know, our culture, and enjoy champs as an amazing festival of track and field.
And might I add, it is the festival of track and field.
The greatest high school.
Let us not for 1 second think that it's just a local event. Because yesterday I actually went to lunch in one of the local hotels in the area, and there were so many people who are clearly foreigners in athletic gear who were scouts.
Yes.
Coming to participate, or not to participate rather, but to watch champs, to scout, to look for their next star. This is a big deal. It's not just about their school rivalries. It's literally about the futures of these young athletes. So this is a really, really big deal.
It is.
Awesome.
It is.
This is the answer to the question everyone has: why do Jamaicans run so fast? How does Jamaica have this sprint factory?
Yeah.
Champs is the answer to a lot of those questions.
Definitely.
Well, so champs it is. So let's keep it and hopefully we'll keep it flowing. So let's last up, help for our hero. After a series of stories done by our very own reporter, Trisha Gay Kelly, we're elated to give a quick little update on our JCF Detective Corporal Avery Morris, who was diagnosed with a life-threatening illness years ago. The 44-year-old Major Investigations Division Corporal Detective was diagnosed with, is it squamous cell carcinoma on 2020. Since then, her health has deteriorated. Through your assistance, the assistance of the JCF, members of the public, she will be getting the medical attention she so needs overseas. So that is awesome, awesome news.
Oh, look at goosebumps.
I was so happy on Friday when I heard that they raised her division where she works, the Major Investigation Division, MID, raised an additional $1 million in addition to the $3 million that was raised by the Officers Association, and considerable other amounts were raised by the rank and file. And, you know, arrangements were made for her and her daughter to travel. And I'm just, you know, I'm really, really overjoyed that she's now able to depart. And she's going to get her treatment. It's a very expensive treatment.
Very.
You know, the real work starts now. And I'm just, you know, praying and trusting that, you know, that the
All
good
will be
doctors
well.
will do their thing and all.
And a quick kudos to Trisha Gay Kelly for reporting on it and bringing it to the attention of us all. You
I
know?
had a conversation with her. Never spoke with her before, but I was saying to her, as a young journalist, this is what journalism is about. This is why we tell stories. We tell stories to impact and change lives. And I think that, you know, this is definitely one for, just package it, put it down for Young Journalist of the Year nomination. Press Association, she's coming, clearly. She's coming, you know, and I'm just so encouraged that, you know, a young journalist, you know, decided to take on this story and push it.
And look at the impact it had.
And it has a result.
That part, the impact.
It's not just, you know, just come to work in the newsroom to just
Report
make
on
time,
what has happened.
You know?
Yeah.
I love it. I love it. Big
And
up
so,
Trisha Gay.
real quick. So the last up, CVMTV Watch Week. CVMTV has a special treat coming to you, our valued viewers, very soon. So stay tuned.
All
March
right.
25 to 29. What is that?
Looking good. Watch
What's
Week.
coming up? What's coming up?
New shows.
All right.
All right.
Thank you so much, TK.
Awesome.
Headlines
My
actually felt
fellow-
really good this morning. Yeah.
It's the future.
Bringing the good vibe.
Yes.
Seeing into the future.
It's the future.
What do we do? On the other side of the break, Abby is for sure gonna love
Abby.
this. It's the art of bread making. Abby, come into the studio. We'll be right back. Stay with us.
What are the